So you want to know about the pros and cons of living in Seattle? Well, you've come to the right place. My name's Eddie Mwanda, and I'm a real estate agent in Seattle. I've been a real estate agent for, over a decade now. Jeez. Anyways, well, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, you know, all the good stuff that the YouTubers say. Moving on to our first con, traffic. Traffic is horrendous. There used to be a time where you could say, okay, I'm going to leave at 12 because then that's in between morning rush hour and afternoon rush hour, and I should be able to get to my destination at such and such time. Now, you never know. You have no idea. You have no idea. It's just pretty much bad. Even on Sundays. Closed on Sundays. Anyways. My next con is weather. It is gray very, very often. So if you don't like gray, this might not be the place for you. But I promise you it makes up for it in the summertime. My next con is homelessness. And I feel like the city just has not quite figured out how to solve that problem quite yet. I'm hopeful that maybe someday soon they'll get it together. But right now it's pretty bad and sad, actually. Really sad. So my next con is cost of living. It is definitely up there a little bit. Not as bad as maybe some of the other cities, maybe in like Southern California, etc. But fortunately, you can spread out outside of Seattle. There are definitely some good cities outside if you don't mind driving into town. My next con is parking. So lots of parking in the streets of Seattle has been removed and replaced with bike lanes, which would be really great for you if you are a biker and don't mind commuting by bicycle to work. However, if you do need to travel by vehicle, parking is limited, especially in the downtown areas, but pretty much all over Seattle there's tons and tons of bike lanes. And now that brings us to pros. And for my first pro, I would have to say the great outdoors. If you love being outdoors, Seattle is the place to be. You are minutes within everything. Within mountain ranges, water, everything. The summer times, amazing. So many fantastic things to do outside. Whether that's hiking, skiing, water skiing, anything you can think of outdoors, we've got it. Which adds on to my next pro, which is the weather. The weather in the summertime is fantastic. You don't want to plan a trip in the middle of summer because that's when it's the best time to be here. It is beautiful out. The trees, the skies, the water, the beaches. It is amazing here in the summertime. The weather can fluctuate between around the 70s and 80s, maybe a couple days in the 90s, not many, but you know, it stays around that 70s to 80s, which is just perfect for outdoor activity. My next pro is jobs. And we've got jobs in Seattle, especially if you're into tech. If you're in the tech industry, we've got Amazon, Microsoft, Boeing, Facebook. We've got a lot of jobs here. My next pro is food. And we've got some delicious food here in Seattle. Fresh seafood, we're right here on the water. Oh, so delicious. Multitude of restaurants, hole-in-the-wall spaces. Anything you can think of. We've got food trucks, lots of delicious food here in Seattle. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can drop a comment below, or if you're thinking about moving to Seattle and just need some advice and whatnot, feel free to reach out. I'm here for you.